Leo, hey, how are you? It's Lisa, and we're going to do a reading for December 2022. It's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. You know the drill. Take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoy it and you'll come back and see me again. And for those of you who have been here before, I really do appreciate the support. All right. What do we want to tell Leo for December 2022? What do we tell Leo for December 2022? Right, Six of Coins, the Strength card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords, the Magician, Justice, the Queen of Staffs, the Page of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. All right. Take a look at this, and then we'll go ahead and clarify with another deck. All right, Leo. It looks like feels like you want to be, the way you're feeling right now about yourself is very balanced. Very, able to, if you see somebody who needs help, you are able to give it to them. If you need something from somebody, you don't have any issues asking for something. It doesn't make you feel a certain kind of way. So you're feeling very balanced right now, whatever the situation is, or just in life in general. But the whole month is actually, the theme of the month is like strength. This is you, by the way. There you go. That's you. But it's just, where you're able to, use your willpower, use your strength of mind, and be able to do the things that you need to do without. Because see how, I was thinking about, see how he seems like kind of angry and whatever, the tiger guy or lion guy. But she's very calm, and she's not really concerned about she's holding her flowers. And I feel like you are able to handle situations with diplomacy and a soft touch. You're not going to go into anything, barreling over, just, loud and acting extra strong. Because I feel like the way you're presenting yourself, you're coming up as very strong. And you do have this Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you are just, you want to turn the corner on something. This is the thing is with the Wheel of Fortune, it's temporary. Nothing lasts forever. We're always on a cycle, always on a wheel. And I feel like your goal is actually to have whatever this cycle is be over. Because, you had this before. I don't know, November, maybe October. I remember this. This was you wanted this cycle to be over, whatever it is. That's interesting. You gotta go look at that. I don't know if it's mid-month or the whole month, but definitely, yeah. Now this Page of Swords, this is where you feel like you want to go learn things and find things and, and kind of really curious. But I feel like you're right now, you want to not do that. You might have been for a while feeling like you wanted to gather up information. You wanted to be able to, do, I don't know if you were was it school? Was it something that you were doing for your job that you were taking extra classes or, just learning something, like a little sub hub of your job. But I feel like you're trying to get over that now. Maybe there was a lot of stuff that you were doing and maybe you got exhausted. Maybe you don't want to do it now. And it was like you actually just have to overcome that. Like it's almost like you just, yeah, you got to overcome it. Now we got this magician. You have everything you need. You got, based on, just say your experiences and what you have around you and, who you know, what you have available to you. You have everything you need to be accomplished in what you're looking to do. Which you can't really tell because we have to clarify. But, this justice. It's funny because it came up right above the karma, the Wheel of Fortune. Justice and the Wheel of Fortune are both very big karmic cards. Because with Justice and both, it's like you're going to get back what you put out. And whatever, whether you did something right or you did something wrong, it's going to come back to you, one way or the other. But right now it's coming up in the zone of avoid. So I'm kind of, that makes me wonder, it's like, are you avoiding justice because you might have, something might be coming back to you that you're really not interested in having? Like, is it going to come back bad? Because you had this. It was like somewhere in November. I remember this coming up and you wanted it to be gone. So whatever cycle that you're on right now, you're really trying to push past it, but it's going to end when it wants to end. It's not. We have free will for everything, but when it comes to this like universal stuff, yeah, it's going to end when it wants to end. And I don't know what you would need to do to make it end faster. Maybe it'll come up. The Queen of Staffs. This is probably. This feels like this is somebody that you know, male or female. Just somebody they're very charismatic, energetic. And they seem to be, like, you're close to them. I don't know who they are to you, but you're close to them. And you should hold that, if you have a bond with them or whatever, hold that bond to yourself, yeah. Hold on to that bond. Sorry. Page of Cups, though. This is where you're going to look for support and things that you need to do. And this is, maybe it's around your family. Maybe it's around a relationship. Could be around a relationship with the Queen of Staffs. Could be, it could, but it doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. It could be platonic. And it also could be like family members, your children. Whoever holds, makes you feel supported around them, whoever that is. But then we got this, Seven of Swords. I mean, this could be, they always say lying, cheating, stealing. Not necessarily that you're doing it, but it might be happening around you. But there's also another way to look at it. If you looked at the traditional deck, he's actually taking these swords away from like a camp. And it's almost like, it's not so much he's stealing the swords from them, but he's taking them away so they can't fight. So almost like taking the fire out from them. Like he doesn't want to get into a fight, so hey, let me just take the swords, then they can't fight. Let me clarify, maybe it'll make more sense, but we'll see what it says. All right. All right, Leo. What do we got for the Six of Coins? The Eight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. And the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe there was a point where you were kind of feeling stuck in a situation, but you powered through it. I really feel like you definitely powered through it, and that's why you're feeling so balanced now. Now, Ten of Pentacles, it could be money, but this might not be. It just might be family values, traditions, things that you hold close to yourself, and feel good about it. Things that you could pass down, where somebody can learn from you about something. Oops. What about this strength card? Four of Wands, Temperance, and the Four of Swords. Well, I feel like whatever is going on, there might be a big celebration around you. And maybe that's why your strength needs to be kicking in, because maybe you're making the party plans, or having things that have to get done. And you're using moderate. Yeah. You try not to be overdone one way or the other. Just kind of like balance again. Nice. I can't remember the name. The word. Moderation. Yeah. Using moderation. And then I feel like you're going to just be able to chill out. After that gets all done, you're going to just be able to chill out and just, relax. So what about this Wheel of Fortune? Knight of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Whatever with this around, it feels like maybe you did have a relationship, and maybe something, it didn't work out. Because I feel like there was a lot of hard work. It feels like hard work. And I don't know if they got hurt, you got hurt. But it might just been like, it's not something that you want to keep continuing. And is that why you want to rush this past? Like, you don't want to sit in that energy too long. So what about this Page of Swords? Why is this doing that? This Page of Swords. The High Priestess. The Two of Wands. And the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're making the idea of whatever it is that you were involved in and that you're just trying to overcome and trying to get away from it or get out of it. I feel like maybe you're going to make plans around whatever that situation was to maybe make it better, make it flow easier. And you're not exactly sure what to do with it, but you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to make plans around that. And it might take a while. It might take it might take a little bit of time to actually get whatever it was that I don't know, it might have been like a project or a hobby, something that you were trying to build. And, maybe you got too much, maybe got disappointing. And I think you want to go back to it. But right now, you do, again, if this was a relationship and if this was something that didn't work out, you don't want to sit in those energies too long. Got the Fool. Oops. Oh, there's that Six of Pentacles again. And the Three of Wands. Yeah, cool. All right, feels like, see, like you have all these resources. When you have the Magician, you have everything that you need. And I feel like once you get this set straight, you make those plans, you do what you need to do, you're going to see that there's a new path opening up for you, a whole new beginning. You're still going to be able to be as balanced as you are. But now, instead of the Two of Wands, you have the Three of Wands. So, in Two of Wands, he's like kind of like in his little safe spot, his comfort zone. And the Three of Wands, now you're actually seeing that there's something else out there than you could do. So whatever this was, you could feel like this is something that you're going to be able, to be able to actually grapple with. What about Justice? Got the Emperor. Seven of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. Really? Okay. That's interesting. All right, the Seven of Swords came up over here with the Emperor, and the Seven of Swords is here. And it feels like this justice that came up, that maybe you didn't want, well, it said avoid it. So avoid it. So I'm wondering, and again, not calling you out, but I'm wondering if something didn't go on. That that maybe you were in the wrong somewhere. And I'm not saying I don't know why. But you're not looking for somebody else to find justice about what you did. Does that sound right? I'm sorry. I don't like to say it like that. But, you have this Nine of Wands. This is like the Wounded Warrior. And he's like the resilience and the, okay, I can handle it attitude. But you're not really wanting to face that. So if there's a situation where you could actually face it, and I don't know if it's law. I don't know if it's anything like that. But it could just be, a conversation between people, or it could be just, you acted a certain way to people, and then they didn't like it, but you don't actually want to get involved with it. You're just like pushing it past. You want to push it away, and that's why you're not even going to be trying to get that justice. What about this Queen of Staffs? Yep, the Wheel of Fortune again. The Hermit. And the Page of Pentacles. I feel like there's going to be a point. There is going to be a point. See, the Wheel of Fortune came up again. You have to learn from this mistake. Whatever this is. I don't know if it was a relationship. I don't know if, I don't know. But you have to learn from the mistake to be able to open up any other new opportunities for yourself. So it's almost like go within, figure out what it is that's causing it to repeat. Because that's what the cycles keep doing. Until you learn that lesson, they are going to keep repeating. And, again, karma, what you put out is what you get back. And, we always hope that we're going to get the best back, but we don't know that, Page of Cups. Empress. Nine of Swords. And the Two of Swords. I feel like at this point you're kind of, maybe even around your support people, or what you feel the strongest around. I feel like there's some stress going on. Maybe you're losing some sleep. I think you have to make decisions, which actually brings me back to the karma. You have to make the hard decisions, and you got to decide if you're going to do it. And you're probably going to stress out until you figure it out, until it's something, because I feel like something's weighing on your mind. Then the Nine of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, well, it seems to me that if you do that, if you are able to get to the point where you don't have to keep having the same lesson over and over again, because you do finally figure it out. And I don't even know if it means actually doing anything. It's just a matter of acknowledging it. Just somewhere along the line, just acknowledge what went on. So that way you can actually come to that Two of Pentacles, perfect balance. And feeling like the Queen of Pentacles with, very practical and grounded. And like you were in the very beginning of the reading, just where you felt very confident, strong, and in balance. And it might have, like I said, and you might actually have like this point where you're going to feel really good about yourself again. But you're going to have to get past this stuff first. All right. Let's see. Got the moons. Nothing is set in stone. Believe in the impossible. Caution. And illumination. Kind of get the gist of that. Caution, okay, yeah. Just want to be careful with what you're doing. And I think that's part of it. You want to make sure you're not going to repeat the same situation or the same thing that is making you like stuck on this wheel. And illumination, well, I think it's just a matter of you seeing what is not obviously seen and being able to figure out how to, end it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Can you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I will be talking to you in a couple weeks. Bye.